Good morning to all of you. Welcome to this video lecture regarding electric vehicles. So, electric vehicles is the latest technology and it's the current demanded technology in our country. Since the depletion of fossil fuels, we can clearly replace the fossil fuel with the help of electric vehicles. The electric vehicle completely replaces the IC engine in our automobiles with the electric motor. Let's go to the slides. In this lecture, we can first of all see the introduction of the electric vehicles. Then we can see a detailed history about the electric vehicles, how the electric vehicles developed from year to year basis, and we can have a good comparison of these electric vehicles with the existing internal combustion engines, and then we can see the working principle of the electric electric vehicle. Then currently available electric cars, we can see that there is a major classification of electric vehicles, and then the advantages and disadvantages of this electric vehicles, and then the future developments in the EVs. First, in 1991, commercialization of lithium-ion battery was been in research, and then in 1996, Nissan Praje Joy developed the first EV based on lithium-ion batteries. And then in 2011, Nissan Leaf developed a 24 kilowatt hour electric vehicle, and then in 2015, Nissan Leaf developed a 30 kilowatt hour vehicle EV, and then Hyundai in 2016 developed Ioniq electric vehicle, and it had a range of 144 miles, and in 2017 Kia Soul EV generated nearly a 170 mile range. And then in 2018, Jaguar I-Pace developed nearly 153 miles range in its EV. And then Tesla and Audi e-tron were developed in 2019 with a mark of range of 246 miles for Tesla and 183 miles for Audi e-tron. Then the future developments are yet to come. Now we can make a detailed comparison of this electric vehicle with the internal combustion engines. First of all, the price range. The electric cars are generally more expensive than gasoline cars because primarily the reason is the high cost of batteries. Then the running cost and maintenance cost. Most of the running costs of the electric vehicles are attributed regarding their maintenance and replacement of the battery, and so only the running cost or maintenance cost of the electric vehicle increases when compared to that of IC engines. Then pollution. The electric car is having zero pollution since there is no fuel or anything burnt inside the engine. And next, the energy efficiency. Internal combustion engines are relatively inefficient at the converting the fuel energy to propulsion, since most of the energy is dissipated as heat energy, but when compared to that of electrical engines. Then sound production. Electric car is comparatively having a very less noise when compared to that of IC engines. An electric car is an alternative design automobile that uses an electric motor to power the car, with the electricity being provided by the battery. While a conventional car also has a lead acid battery acid parts as a standard equipment. This battery is used for mainly the starter motor and not for powering the vehicle. Next, the electric cars have a motor just like conventional internal combustion engines. The difference is that the power supply is derived from the battery stored electricity rather than from the mechanical power delivered from the gasoline engines. Next, the battery used in cars vary in design and include lead acid type familiar to all conventional car owners, lithium ion, which is used such as laptops or mobile phones, molten salt, zinc, air, and various nickel-based designs. This diagram shows the simple layout of an electric vehicle. So it consists of an electric motor controller, battery, then brake, throttle valve. Then throttle means that is the accelerator pedal, and forward reverse gear mechanisms, as well as you can also add a gearbox if you need various types of speed variations. And first of all, initially the battery supplies the electric power to the motor with the help of motor controller, so which is given the feedbacks from the throttle, that is the accelerator. So whatever speeds you want to go, So in that we will give the accelerator so that throttle controls the motor controller. Accordingly, the energy is supplied to the motor. The electrical energy supply is given to the motor. Accordingly, the speed of the motor increases, as well as it is applied directly to the wheel with the help of gearbox if necessary. So this is the simple working principle of electric vehicle. Here we can see some of the electric vehicles which are currently in use. The first one is pure electric vehicle. It has no IC engine, and the main points are it has no IC engine, and it only electric drive is given, and battery backup size is very large when compared to the other cars. And example of this pure electric vehicle is Nissan Leaf Tesla S model. Next, the type 2 is hybrid electric vehicle HEV. So has an IC engine and electric motor. Both it has a dual source of supply. The battery gets charged by the engine itself. So only it is called as hybrid electric vehicle. Battery pack size is medium. Since it is charged by the engine while running, it is having a medium battery backup. Next, the example of this one is Honda Civic Hybrid. Next, the plug-in hybrid vehicle. So has IC engine as well as electric motor, but while driving, the battery is not charged. Okay, this is you want to charge it later when you come to your home or office. The batteries can be charged from an external source plug. So only it is called as a plug-in hybrid vehicle. Example, BMW i8. Then a mild hybrid vehicle. So it the main constituents are IC engine as well as electric motors. But so while traveling over a certain speed limitation, automatically the engine switch offs and it starts with the electric motor. So only it is called as another mild hybrid. Turns off the engine and switches to motor when costing, braking and restarting quickly. The example for mild hybrid vehicle is Chevrolet Silverado Hybrid. Now we can see the main advantages of an electric car. And the first of all, electricity is readily available, so you can easily charge the car at any time. Then point number 2 is since there is no IC engine, the vehicle runs noiselessly. In fact, many times to you, you won't feel that the vehicle is passing beside you. And then there is no emission from EVs, hence they are environmental friendly and pollution free. Then the manufacturing of EV is also very easy. You have merely to assemble very few parts. In case this is very easily example is the motorcycles or mopeds is having very simplicity in its manufacturing. Then the EV is also having a less maintenance cost. So now we can see some disadvantages of electric cars. The major disadvantage of an electric vehicle is that the battery has to be charged regularly. The normal working range of the battery is about 50 to 130 miles, and it takes about 6 to 8 hours to recharge it completely. Then if you are traveling for a long distance, you may be at risk of the battery getting discharged, as there is no enough charging stations available on roads or highways. Then your home must be outfitted with a charging station to recharge your car battery daily. If so, the electric bill also in your house may be increased to a very large extent. So that the electric cars cannot be compete with the gas-powered cars in terms of speed and acceleration. Now we can see the future of the electric vehicle technology. The future of the battery electric vehicle depends primarily upon the cost and availability of the batteries with high specific energy, power density, short charging time and long life. As all the other aspects such as motor controllers, chargers are fairly mature and cost competitive with internal combustion engine components. Next, lithium-ion, lithium polyam and zinc air batteries have demonstrated specific energy high enough to deliver range and recharge times compared to the conventional vehicles. Next, the Tesla has already estimated that after the year 2020, nearly 30% of the road running cars will be either electric or hybrid electric. And it also estimated that there are nearly 4 billion lithium reserves, 4 billion electric cars can be derived from the current lithium resources. Thank you.